Hey everybody, Brent here from CustomChallenge, and this is how to fold a paper star. Now I'm going to use two separate colored pieces of construction paper to do this, and construction paper is a little bit harder to fold than just regular notebook paper, as you'd probably guess. So the first step is, if you're using a full sheet of paper, like this one, fold it in half once, and then in half again, so once and then twice, and then you fold that piece in half, and that's only a temporary fold. Now what you do after this point, it's just to mark the middle, is open it back up, and I'm going to fold at an angle. I'm going to fold towards me and then away from me. It's important to keep which direction you use for the first piece in mind. This is going to be on two separate pieces of paper. So towards me and then away from me. And then you can flip that over so it looks like this. And fold down there to across. Again at an angle. So it looks like this, and do the same for the other side, which is right here. Okay, now once you've done this, the easiest way to see this is to flip it over again. You'll see these points here, these kind of loose flaps. Those don't do anything, so they're actually in the way. So just take a scissors, or if you're using notebook paper, you can probably just tear it and just cut those off right at the edge of the fold from the actual piece. Scissors, there we go. And now you can throw these away, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can make another smaller one out of these. As they get smaller and smaller, you know, of course, the whole thing is, and then they get a little trickier to fold. The smallest one I've ever seen was about the width of the edge of this piece of paper, and it wasn't so much a star at that point as it was just a clump of paper. So I'll just throw that aside, and then I'm going to cut off the other end here. Okay. Now, the next thing you can do, when you take a look at it, you can do this later, or I'm going to do this now. You take each of the wing pieces and fold it in towards the center. It's real sturdy construction paper I got here. Alright, now, just to make these stay a little better, I'm going to just use my elbow and push down on this, so. Okay, so when you open it back up and you look at this, that's the first piece. Now, the reason you had to keep the direction of these folds in mind is because when you do the second piece, you're going to go the opposite direction, so the pieces have a mirror image of each other. Man, stop bouncing away from me. See, I've already folded out this blue piece. Now, what you do from here is you flip one of them over, so I'm going to flip the blue, and place them across each other. Now, you take each of the wing pieces, and you fold them underneath this crease here, like so. And then, if you have to, bend the wing a little bit to get it to slide under there, and then just flatten it out when you're done. And you flip it over and you do the same thing for the other side. Try to keep them as straight as possible. Alright. And the last one is pretty much always the trickiest, because you know, all the other pieces are folded in place and they kind of hold each other down, so it doesn't usually want to fit very well. Kind of like this one here, it doesn't want to. So I'm going to hold this back. Come on now. Alright. So in the end, it'll look like this. Now, if it's all flattened out real nice, just go around, push down on each of the corners. If you're in school and you're making it out of a piece of notebook paper, one thing I used to do was just take a big textbook and set it down on top and then just push on it. So since I don't have a textbook right here, I'm just going to go around with my elbow again and fold it down, especially this piece here. Okay, now there you go. The two things it can be used for is obviously decoration, where you can, you know, use a hole punch or something and punch a hole in one of the sides and hang it somewhere, or you could throw it, you know. And the thing to keep in mind when throwing it is to make sure that the edge that's folded closed and not the open edge is pointing forwards when it's rotating. So this one would be rotating like this, because if the open end is rotating forwards, it'll catch wind and it won't fly very well. So the easiest way to do this is pretty much just like a frisbee. Just grip it at one of the corners and it will flick. That one didn't fly very well because I didn't want to hit the tripod and move it too much. But thanks for watching. This is Brent from CustomChallenge with the how to fold paper star. So thanks for watching this video. Brent from CustomChallenge saying challenge complete.